You can make or break a day before you ever get out of bed. You have to really be careful about your thinking early in the morning, because when you're about half asleep, the devil will definitely come and try to fill your head full of stuff that's going to make your day miserable. And so then he said, you know what you look like to me all day long? You look like a little robot that goes around saying nothing but what about me, what about me, what about me, beep, beep, what about me, what about me.
She's been in the game for quite some time, and she knows what she's talking about. Welcome back, everyone. It's Faith Friday, and that was a clip of our next guest. She's a world-renowned speaker, Bible teacher, and author who reaches people daily through her show, Enjoying Everyday Life.
Her new book, What About Me, is encouraging people to take the focus off themselves and onto others in order to experience true joy. Please welcome Joyce Meyer. So nice to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so this is your 151st book?
Yes.
151 books, and you say this is one of the most important.
I think it's the second most important book I've written, the first one being Battlefield of the Mind.
And why is that?
Well, I just feel like that a lot of people don't even realize they're selfish, and they certainly don't realize how unhappy it makes them. God didn't create us to reach in and try to take care of ourselves all the time. He wants us to reach out to others, and then he'll take care of us. And so I grew up in a very dysfunctional home, sexually abused by my dad for about 15 years. My mother was just too afraid of him to do anything about it. So I had a pretty rough upbringing, and like most people, after being hurt like that, I made promises to myself. Nobody's ever going to hurt me again. I'm not ever going to need anybody. I'm going to take care of myself and never ask for help. And so everything became about me. I wanted to make sure that everybody did what I wanted them to do. And of course, I was unhappy all the time, and I didn't know why. And even when I got to the point of being in ministry and not having any problems, I got a great husband, I've got a great family, and I just was unhappy. And so I was praying, asking God, why am I so unhappy? And the thing that dropped in my heart is, you're selfish. And I think most people, if they really start thinking about it, they'll find that they care a lot more about themselves than they do other people. And God's word tells us just the opposite, that if we take care of others, he'll take care of us. And so I love doing things for people. I try every day to do at least one thing to put a smile on somebody else's face.
I find it very nourishing.
Yes.
It's nourishing on an internal level. What is one piece of wisdom on this Friday that you would like to leave everyone with, Joyce?
Well, you know, it's easy to hear something like this, but it's another story to go and do it. And Jesus in John 13, he washed his disciples' feet. And then in verse 17, he said, knowing this, now if you do it, you will be happy. And so I really want to encourage people to think about just this whole issue of selfishness, and not be afraid to think if they don't take care of themselves that that they won't be taken care of. And so I encourage them to do at least something for somebody every day, whether it's a compliment or a phone call, and you know, don't be afraid to help people financially. You know, if somebody can't pay their rent, but I could easily pay it for them and never miss the money, then why not help them? You never lose giving to God.
Joyce Meyer, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And you can pick up a copy of What About Me everywhere books are sold, or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to purchase a copy.
That was a good word there.